Jesus Christ be praised.
Oh, good people! Help out this poor wretch!
I'm telling you,
A coin!
that piece of land is mine! You're pouring it over the fence! Your brother built that fence!
Sounds
and
like
he did
trouble
it all
to me.
wrong. He's a complete fucking idiot!
Sit and stay.
Take it up with him!
How? When
Stop
he's
your
as deaf as a
squawking and
post.
get on with it.
Anyway,
This
that's where I
isn't
dumped
going
you
to end
because
well.
That's where you made your dunghill, even though I begged you not to. You know I've got apples on the other side, and they fall right into that shit.
I don't give a fuck! But don't you dare climb over that fence! And if you've got a problem with that, take your grievance to the bailiff!
Yeah, like
For
he'll side
shame.
with me when he's your brother-in-law.
So don't go there then! But I don't want your shit on my property!
This is my land.
You know what? I'll build an outhouse next to that dunghill. Then you'll have somewhere
Put
to
a
drop your
plug in
shit.
it. A bigger bastard the world has never seen. Apart from that deaf brother of yours, you're a family of whore sons.
What did you say? Now you're gonna die! I'll hack your arse off!
Now you're in trouble.
Watch and learn!
Bad luck. Off. Fuck up.
Now we finished.
It's a wonder you're still standing.
Stop feeding him.
I'll be done with you in a flash. Ain't had enough yet.
Do that.
My God, a brawl!
Hey, stop fighting.
Fucking die already.
Bad luck.
Don't fuck with me next time.
Shame on you.
Lying here.
What the? Hey, wake up.
I reckon he's been sitting here a while. It's a good thing Mutt isn't here. I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
What's that got to do with me? If you want a nose around here, you'll have to go through Chenyek.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
Look, when somebody wants something here, they go and see Chenyek. I reckon that's all I have to say.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
So, how does it taste? Hey, that's turned out well, eh?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you, and you don't look like you fit in here.
Look, I completely understand you. Evil times, spies everywhere. If I were to help you out with something in return, we could come to an understanding. Couldn't we?
Do I look like I need help?
Well, you tell me.
I don't. And you'd better clear off before you get me mad. Because fellas who get me mad get drowned in the nearest puddle.
I simply have to find him. And I couldn't care less whether I do it the easy way or the hard way. So don't fuck with me, or I'll have you. Along with the whole of this lousy pigsty.
You know what? If you think you're tough, go and see Goliath in the barn in the yard. He's always on the lookout for bruisers like you. And if you get through that alive, Come back here and we'll talk.
I'll be on my way.
Smart lad.
I'd like a beer.
Chenyak sent me. He said you're supposed to try me out.
Why not? You look like I could even have a bit of fun with you. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top, or at least to your shirt. And no weapons.
Well, shall we fight?
You again? Fine by me. Come on then. Now you're gonna die! Ha! Ah! Fucking hell! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Christ! That stinks! At least it stopped the bleeding.
I'm not up to this.
I'm sorry.
Come here! Here you go. Take it.
God bless.
Good people, spare a groschen for a suffering wretch. Spare a few coins. God will repay you.
God! I'll have a beer.
Ugh, it's late. What do you want from me?
Hold up, innkeeper.
Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody way. What we do here has nothing to do with fighting. Teeth fly in all directions. Bones crack. Blood flows. It's a bloodbath.
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish. But if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into schnitzel, don't come crying to me.
You can't scare me. I'm in.
Have it your way. I warned you. First, pay me the entry fee.
Here.
Well, let's see. A fight with Damian is first up for you. If he doesn't get you by force, he will certainly get you by pure stench alone.
Can't wait.
Zavish is up second. When he fights, it's a joy to behold. But there's this one catch. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn. If you want to fight with him, you have to make certain he's got some drinks in him.
And can't you get those drinks into him yourself? You run this place, don't you?
I could, but Zarvish has quite a tab here already, so he won't get even a drop on the house anymore. But I won't let him fight if he's sober. Do with that what you may. The last one is Goliath, our champion. Nobody's ever defeated him here.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I know what he's capable of. If you value your life, when you go down, stay down. Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next door. The lads will already be waiting for you there. And one more thing. No giving up. You fight as long as you're standing, and if you lose, well, you'll see.
Wonderful. I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
It would be an honor, good sir. And for how long?
I'd like to stay longer.
Of course, sir. Will you pay in advance?
Let's talk about the price.
All right, then.
Do we have a deal?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. I knew we'd come to an agreement. Our beds are clean, and you can eat as much as you want, sir.
One beer.
Sit. Stay.
I'm a bit peckish.
Hey! Where's that?
Here, mutt.
Good boy. Good boy.
Where do you think you're going? What are you waking me up for?
Why did you start fighting?
I'm a pungy beggar with almost no teeth. What have I got to lose here?
The innkeeper said the fellas often break bones here. Aren't you scared of that?
That's a load of shit. Mole likes to exaggerate. Just because it happened a couple of times doesn't mean it's common. Did he also tell you Goliath beat someone to death here?
No.
Don't worry. It was a long time ago.
Come and fight.
All right, then. But I have another proposal. Mole gets his share from the fees, but only the winner gets the spoils. So, what would you say to a wee bet? So us weaker fighters have a chance?
You know, why not?
Mighty kind of you. Ready?
Punch his face!
Even our Mutt Merrick could
Ah.
beat him.
The other side of his face!
Kick his
We
teeth
wanna
out
see
the other
some
side of his face. Even our Mutt Merrick some blood.
From across!
I'm not good. Eyes out your ass! Move on, you snail! Bring it on, Colin! Defend yourself, asshole!
You're a dead man! You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight!
The other side of his face.
I'm not good. Eyes out your ass!
What do you mean, wanker? Getting your ass kicked once wasn't enough?
Just you wait. Zavish will wipe that smirk off your face. Here, take the money and get out of my sight, you prick.
Boozing and fucking and boozing.
Could you please explain why you only fight when you're in your cups?
That's easy. When I'm sober, I get easily distracted and find it hard to focus. The booze clears my head, and I can think only about how to rough up the churl in front of me.
Shall we fight?
I've got a bit of a dry throat. Let me just have a drink first. Then we can.
Would you like to raise a cup with me?
Do I know you?
Of course. You don't remember me? We were drinking together in the King Solomon Tavern. I even lent you some money when you ran out.
The King Solomon? I wouldn't sit at a table with those animals. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Well, no, not yet. But we can fix that. I'm Henry.
Zarvish.
Well, should we drink something?
For all I care. But you're paying. They won't pour me anymore.
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Well, how about that fight?
Absolutely!
Should we fight?
Aye! But what do you say to a bet first? So we get something out of this?
Good idea. Here you are.
Sacre. I can't seem to count it. Well, I trust you. If worse comes to worse, I'll lose on it. Let's fight!
Kick his teeth
Hurry up. I have to take a piss.
Victory awaits!
Hurry up. I have to take a piss.
You've no chance against me!
Shut up! 2 on 1. Christ! I'm hit!
Move on, you
Watch and learn. You call that
Take it down!
Didn't see that one coming, eh? Hurry up.
You're no match
I have
for
to
me.
take a pic. Cut the bullshit and fight.
For the cross!
Punch. You call that a punch? Get moving.
Good fight.
Good, good. My skull's still spinning from it. Or is that from the drink? Lord knows. You get the whole bet, and don't drink it up right away.
I beat you once. It won't be so hard to do it again.
Oh, you mean back then, do you? That time didn't count. I wasn't myself. And so that entire fight was shit.
And now you think it'll be better?
I don't think so. I fucking know so.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any groschen to the grave anyway.
Well, why not? Here you go.
Now, say goodbye to your life.
Take him down! Take him down! Punch his face! That's what I'm doing over there! Get moving, you lazy bum!
I feel quite hungry!
Moving, you lazy bum!
For glory!
Take him down! Move on, you snail!
I feel quite hungry!
Punch his face!
You're no match for me!
Rip his guts out!
You've no chance against me!
Punch his face in!
You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... Fuck me!
You know how it is. Everything has to end someday.
Yeah, fuck you. You should tell Mole about it. His head's gonna explode when he hears you beat me. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
Hail.
Good day.
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore? Who'd have reckoned?
It couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for Damian, another for Zavish, the third for Goliath, and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
They have similar, but much more boring, entertainment in Horshan. Young Brutans runs things there. Tomlin. And I heard blokes from Prague and Miskovitz were recently in a brawl. I don't know who won, but it must have been a pretty dance.
Thanks for the advice.
Anyway, you beat the best here. That's not going to discourage them, so feel free to come back sometime. If nothing else, people like to gawp at it. And when their throat dries out from all that kibitzing, then business is booming.
What's new in the city?
From what I heard, not far from here, in the Hoprink, some woman is repairing a building that used to be a bathhouse.
Do you know her?
Not at all. I just heard about it. But give it a try if you'd like. Maybe it'll be worth your while. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper.
G'day.
A jug of wine, thanks.
God be with you.
So much to do.
gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
You surprise me. Not many fellas can stand up to Goliath.
You know how it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It's all in the technique, innit, mate?
You ain't wrong. If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole. We have this contest, if you get my drift. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner. And then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up.
So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, said our Lord, meaning a return to simplicity.
Wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
And then I'll get cheaper beer, and you'll let me borrow your loaded dice?
Ha! You missed these people here by half a century. We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the Guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck. Care, sir.
A beer and a rag, please.
I apologize.
Is that today's special, or is it part of the decor? The service might be a bit slow here.
Hail Mary.
Come here for a word.
What would you like?
I don't want to yell. Come closer. You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
You sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
That sounds reasonable. What do you know about the wine?
I knew we'd get along. The wine is in a warehouse somewhere. If you find it and bring it to me, I'll give you a better price for it than any merchant in the town. So think about it. The buyer I got is particularly interested in this bottle.
I'll look for it. Chenyek said you could give me some gear too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you. Come here! Aye, come here.
What are you doing here? Hasn't been safe around here, I suppose.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
Praise the Lord.
I'm here to...
Well, it's about time. Put it somewhere inside.
There must be some mistake. I'm not delivering anything.
What do you want, then?
The innkeeper sent me. He said you're looking to hire someone.
He's not wrong. I was afraid nobody would turn up. Who might you be?
Henry of Scallis.
I'm Betty. I run the place.
What exactly is this place?
Can't you tell? Once I've got the place in good nick and up and running, it'll be the best establishment in the city. I need you to bring some things from Grund. And while you're there, find my wagoner Matsek and bring him back as well. He went there before you and he hasn't come back yet.
What do you want me to bring back?
You know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You're not telling me much.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And what if I told you to forget it?
You wanted a job, didn't you? I promise you won't regret it and you'll enjoy the journey.
All right then. It'll be a surprise. Who's Matsek?
The wagoner I hired for the job before you. He still hasn't come back. I reckon he's gone to ground and Grun, so to speak.
Why do you think he's gone to ground?
Matsek's a bit odd, superstitious. He once didn't set foot outdoors for 2 days because there was a black cat outside on the porch. When you meet him, you can ask him about it yourself.
Are you sure he'll be in Grund?
He's bound to be sitting in a tavern, boozing and keeping his head down. He used to steal for a living. So now he sees a catchpole round every corner, and he's afraid of his own shadow.
It's a deal. I'll go to Grund for the wagon and its driver.
In the meantime, I'll try and get this place cleaned up a bit. Take care, sir.
That's bloody deep.